I've now got a new power cord on the Philco radio, and I didn't put a fuse in here because the 35Z5 tube actually uses part of the filament as a fusible resistor. So I think it'll be protected in case there's a short. It would burn out the filament, but I've never seen a case of a short personally on one of these radios, and in the rare event that it would happen, the wiring would be protected, although the tube would burn out. But if there was a short, likely that the tube would be damaged anyway, but that would prevent any major destruction from the short. So I've got that hooked up to the volume control and the 35Z5 tube. So I'm going to now put it back into the cabinet. I've got the cabinet cleaned out inside, and my camera is saying use cleaning cassette on the screen. Hopefully I'm not getting noise in the recording. I don't even know if you can get a cleaning cassette for these anymore. I'll have to check it out. But I'm going to put this back in here. I'll just slide the chassis up in here, get it lined up, and I'll put the knobs on to kind of hold it together. So now putting the knobs on. I'm going to get the chassis bolts here out of a little bag, and I think there's 3. I'm going to put the chassis bolts back in, so we'll need to tip it up here and just sort of see where our mounting holes are. Looks like this is one of them here. Just get my nut driver and tighten it up. I don't want to tighten it down too tight, or you could end up cracking the Bakelite. We'll just tighten it up just till it begins to get tight. We won't crank the torque down too much. And it looks like the knobs will be okay. I won't make it too tight. Let's see if I can get this one. It's having a little difficulty going through up into the hole. We've got it through now. And there's that one. So you can see now how the dial pointer fits in there. And I'm going to put the dial shroud back on. So got the dial shroud here, and I did find a new dial lamp for it. So here's the dial shroud, which I'm going to put in. It's got 2 clips which go toward the front here. A bit of dust there will get off. So now I've got the shroud on. Now we've got to make sure that the tuning dial turns proper, or the tuning pointer turns properly. I'm detecting a little bit of contact there, so let's see what we can do about that. We need to just very slightly bend just get the needle nose and very slightly bend need to bend this up a little bit more, so that it's closer to the top of the thing here, and farther away from the dial shroud. Okay, now let's put the shroud back on here. Check the check the clearance again. Okay, I think it'll be okay. Don't hear any grinding or scraping. Now we got the clearance okay, we'll start putting the dial back together. And we'll first put this little circular clip in here, right up at the top here. Now we're going to put that in, and we've now got 4 clips around the outside that hold it back together. Get those out of the bag here. Those in there. You can kind of see where they were attached before. Actually, I think what I'll do now is to put put this bracket back on here, just to give the whole thing a little more stability as we mount those clips back on there, so it doesn't try to force the plastic dial away from the cabinet. So now I'll put this whole thing back on here, and it's got 1/4-inch drive bolts on it too. Again, I won't tighten them down too much, just till they begin to make contact. Now got the bracket on up there. Now continue putting on the retaining clips that hold the shroud on. There's the 3rd one and the 4th one. Well, this one's always the toughest, it seems like. Okay, clips are on. Mounting bracket is on. And the last thing to put on is the back, which has the antenna coil on it. And we'll plug the antenna into the chassis. And the power cord just goes out through a little notch here. Now I've got the back in place, and we're down to the last 4 fasteners. I think originally this might have had some, well, I don't know if it had bolts or not. I think it may have just had these things. We'll just put these little T-shaped clips back on, and I think it'll be all ready, all completely fixed. We can give it an actual test in the cabinet. Hopefully we won't have any troubles. That's always a pain when you get something fixed and you get it all put back together and find there's still something else. Well, I don't think there's anything else wrong with this. So here we go. So I'll put back together. I'm gonna clean it off a little bit here. Just get a little Formula 409 and get some of that dirt off of it. I'm using some Noxon metal polish on this little metal strip here. And I'm going to just apply a little bit here. Try not to get it on the dial. As I started polishing it with Noxon, you can see that some of that oxidation is starting to go away on it. It probably would benefit from just some continuous polishing, but you can see there it's starting to get a little shinier. There's just a whole lot of oxidation on here. Just keep on buffing it to try and get some more of that oxidation off. I'll go ahead and see all that oxidation. I'll have to finish this up a little bit later. I'm gonna have to do some more buffing on it. But we'll just go ahead and now test it out now that I've got it all put back together. So let me plug it in here. And let it warm up. I can sort of see the dial lamp. It's kind of hard to see it in the fairly bright light. We can turn the light out, you can see it better.
Base isn't abandoning now. If the base ever does abandon him, they're not going to come to us. They're not going to move our direction. But the dirty truth is, Obama's base is tiny. When you get right down, his base is professors, whatever students, and Hollywood, and the media. That's his base. And the Congressional Black Caucus, and that sort of. But in terms of, we're being governed. See the look in your
I'm running the Ruckus Society. Ruckus Society is the G20 black, all dressed in black riots, guys. What do we? How much more do you present? How much more do you need? Do you think I put the Black Robe Society, the Black Robe Brigade together? Why do you think? Because God's people must stand together. When you have a force that has been cobbled together,
people, they'd say things like, well, my husband is coming to get me. Oh, no, sweetheart, your husband won't be coming to get you. Your husband passed away 4 years ago.
What in the world?
You don't do that anymore. You say things like, yes, I think he will, but he's not here yet. Kind of thing. You don't. So I guess what I would say is, one of the books that is the Bible.
Do your homework. 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
did I say we were leaving? I was kidding.
Sure you were, Dad.
Are you gonna tell your mom about this?
Oh, yeah.
Great.
You're never too young to get your smoky on. If you see someone in danger of starting a wildfire, step in and make a difference. Because 9 out of 10 wildfires can be prevented. A public service message brought to you by Smokey Bear, the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council. Learn more at smokeybear.com.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
What's that? A cicada. That's an owl.
Comes running back with a quarter and 4 dimes. Says, Mama, how much time will this buy me? Is it enough to take me fishing or throw a football in the street? If I'm a little short, then how much more does Daddy?
This is really doing well on distant station reception. I think this is 1330 KCKM Monahans, which is probably about 60 miles away from here. Let's see if we get an ID here.